Hello, my name is Elsa. I did an exchange in Canada in October 2024, and today I'm going to answer some Erasmus Day questions. Okay, so let's discover the first questions. I decided to do the trip just because I want to travel all over the world since I'm born, and I had the opportunities to do it, so I just take the opportunity when I had it. And also to put my English in the next level.
Now, from a scale to 1 to 10, how would you rate your English level?
Before the trip, I would say maybe around 6, but now I think maybe an 8. Yeah, 7 or 8 out of 10. I don't know, I just feel that my English is better now. How was your first day? When I get out of the plane, I went to the place I had to go to meet my host family, and they were waiting for me with a sign, and on the sign it was written in French, "Bienvenue Elsa." And it was so cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then we just made a little walk in the town so I can discover where I will live in for the next month.
What is the first place you visited in Canada?
The first
Yes.
High River, the town that I lived in for the exchange, and the first real place that I visited was Calgary. It's a big city next to the town that I was, and I made some shopping with my host girl. Okay, third question. What's life like over there? It's a real chill lifestyle, and jobs or school don't take a big place in your life, and Canadian people prioritize activities like music. All my host family play instruments like piano, guitar, violin. All Canadians do a sport, and most of them practice hockey, volleyball or softball and baseball.
Did you get any chance to, experience these sports or activities?
Yes, I did. I played volleyball in school, and after school with my host mom and my host girls, I watched a lot of hockey games. That was really cool. Your most memorable memory? I would say the last hike I did. The last hike that I did, as I already said, was in Banff, and it's a natural place protected by the government, and it's really amazing. You just see nature as it was, and the nature there never changed. And I remember it was during the evening, so we could see a beautiful sunset, and I remember it was a big road, and with the car we were driving in that road with loud music, and I remember I cried in the car because I get too emotional, and the lyrics of the music get in my head, in my heart, and I can just feel it because it was a music that talk about nostalgia, and I was like, damn, that's my last hike in Canada with my host family. I was so sad. But after that, we had an ice cream and I stopped crying.
Did you get any pictures of the sunset or the landscapes?
Yes, I can send it to you too. It was really amazing, and I don't think I will see landscapes like that anymore. Do you regret anything from over there? Yes, I regret everything, and I just want to go back there again. I don't regret anything but my host family.
Are you still in contact with your host family and your friends there?
Yes, I am. But it's more difficult to talk because we are not in the same world area, so it's not the same hours. so it's quite difficult, but we're still talking to each other on social media. And with my host girl, I send her a lot of TikToks. So anyway, what's high school like there? I felt like high school was not school because maybe it was because I was an exchange student, so it was not really the same. But when I went there, I was a bit shocked because students can go out of the school if they want. Like, I just raised my hand, said, "Miss, can I go for a walk?" And they say, "Yes, go." And you can go for a walk during all the hours and nobody will say anything. So it was really, really weird because in France, if I raise my hand and say, "Can I go for a walk?" Teacher will say no.
Do you think that this school system should be imported in France too?
I don't think, because I know it's impossible, but maybe France can take some part of Canadian school systems, but not all the Canadian school systems. No offense, but I think that Canadian students are more dumb than French students, because, for example, what I did when I was in grade 8 in history or even in mathematics, they did it in grade like 11. I was like, okay. Would you recommend this exchange? Absolutely. I will. It was so amazing, and I think people must experience that. You should live that. Really, it's really good for you because you learned a lot of things about people, but also about yourself, and that's really interesting. And the last question: any negative points coming back home? That's the only negative points, because even if I think about the worst date in my life that I had with the Canadian boy, it was not a negative point because I think it was a part of that experience.
If you have any chance, would you go back in Canada to see your host family and your friends and your high school and everything?
Oh, I will for sure, and just because I miss it and I miss them so much. It's like I started a new life when I was there, and now I can't live that life again. I just want to live that life again.
Very emotional sentence.
Yeah.
You're doing there.
That's all I can say. I finished answer to Google's questions about my trip in Canada, and I hope you appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.